Whoa, welcome back, survivors, crafters, and gamers of all variety, to some more Crossout here with me, Rollin, on the Gamer Guide channel. If you didn't know, I've been out for about a week. I had a pretty bad flu and a couple infections to go with it, ear infection, eye infection, all kinds of fun stuff. But I got it cleared up for the most part here over the weekend, and we're going to get back into this. So there's been some changes here with Crossout that are really neat. They're bringing in some rewards now for playing daily. One of the things they're doing is the first 7 days you get on Crossout now, they're giving you some free crates, and there's usually 2 or 3 depending on which day you're on, and a lot of them are just going to be decorations or paints. They'll also give you a couple items too depending on which day you log in, and then every day you log in now you play 2 hours, you're going to be able to get a special crate that could have a rare epic item in it. And then also same with the whole week. If you play a total of 14 hours in 1 week, you'll get another crate too, which also has the same kind of chance to get epic, rare, or regular items. So it's kind of nice, a little extra thing. Recently, they've also done some new balance changes. So all the weapons have pretty much been modified. A lot of them are getting power boost, and a couple of them have been toned down a little bit. Some of the rare weapons, like the Vector machine gun, got a little bit of a nerf, but everything else pretty much just getting souped up. And another really interesting thing is they have taken all the modules and made you be able to put multiple on your vehicle. So now you can have a vehicle that drops these turrets, and not just one. Now you can have an entire vehicle just dedicated to defense, which is pretty cool, and a lot of people are doing it right now in the game, I've noticed too. Look at these paints here. These look real similar. You know, I just got the cherry. I'm just looking to see what the difference is here because they almost look identical, but there is 3 different reds, and there's so many different colors in this game. It's kind of one of the neat things. So what I'm going to do here at the beginning here is any items I get today in the Day 5 crate, I'm going to go ahead and add it to a brand new tank I build. I'll be showing that to you. Then we're going to be going and looking at some of the things people have created in the exhibition market, seeing what people have come up with. And then at the end, I'll be showing you another new vehicle, Street Sweeper 4, which I've come up with too. So we got the coral. So I'm going to be painting my vehicle coral, as I said here. Let's go and pull this off, and let's put on the duck that we got. These add extra bonus experience, basically, every time you go into a match. And just because coral looks so badass and tough, we're going to go ahead and add the purple ocean color that we got yesterday, and go out and kick some ass in our coral Duckie tank. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Crossout, and some of the new changes and stuff too have definitely changed that dynamic. Now, if you have not really been following along with Crossout, it's in closed beta right now, but they're about ready to go open beta. And what's going to happen is they'll be rolling back the servers, and the only thing you'll really be retaining, from what I understand, is packs you purchased. So some of the beginning tanks and stuff like that you can get on the market. I definitely recommend checking out if you're interested in this game, as it does get you into closed beta right now if you buy one of those, and it will also get you set up for when the game relaunches, basically officially, very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen in the next couple weeks. And then you'll have the advantages. You'll have some of those parts to get started and get a jump start on everybody else. But keep in mind, you'll get that 7-day bonus. So the first 7 days you log in, you get that extra little chest, and then every 2 hours, new chest, and then every week you play 14 hours or more, you get another pretty cool loot box now. So that is a nice little addition to the game. Let's go ahead and finish this match up here real quick. Got that guy dead, and finished up the match strong. Got some more reputation for the engineers, and getting close to another level up too for the lunatics. All right, here we are in match 2 with the Devastation Duck and the Coral Power Tank. On this tank, I'm using the ZS-34 Fat Man. That's what they call these new, what used to be called the 88mm cannons. And on this one, I was able to slap 2 on there, and also get a cooling system to recharge the cannon fire a little faster, so I can really fire pretty quickly with this. And if you notice, I did away with tracks, and I'm using the real heavy-duty wheels, as with this layout, with one in the middle that's kind of centered and everything else turning around it, I can maneuver pretty well with it, so I'm liking that a lot. Another thing I've heard too recently is that the new game, when it goes open beta, is going to have 2 new factions in it that are not in the current game. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm kind of curious on what they're going to be. I know in one of the special events we had the Teutonic Knight show up, which is kind of a little event they had a while back that had more medieval weaponry and cool older looking parts. I would not be surprised if some of that returns as a faction unto itself, and then the 5th faction, I'm not sure what that's going to be. but maybe you guys have heard. Maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think that might be. All right, lost one of my guns here on the front of the vehicle, and we got this guy here too kind of pinging me when I jump out, but if I can keep them from knocking my last gun off, we can probably finish this matchup pretty convincingly. I think I got his gun off there. He's got one of those machine guns, and he's just kind of camping back there. Took a couple missiles to the face, but the nice thing about this new tank I made is it's got over 3,000 structural integrity. I think it's a little over 3,100. So it's definitely one of the toughest vehicles I've made so far. And we just got the victory. Nice. Thanks to our Duck of Devastation, we were able to pull that off. I'm sure the Duckie made all the difference. Got 812 more reputation, and that's also the first tank I've ever made that's over 8,000 power score, so 8,048. But I'm sure there'll be plenty more over 8,000 coming soon. Let's go ahead and jump over to the shop now and see what people have been up to this week and see what kind of interesting things we can find. I always like to try out these little rocket booster vehicles, as they usually have a unique way of getting airborne. So let's take one of these out and see what this guy came up with. Oh, I don't think we're supposed to tip that way. We're going to launch ourselves face first into the metal train. All right, let's see. This is, I think, what we're supposed to do. Oh, my goodness. That is nice. Now, if only we could use that in a match and have it be useful. I feel like if I had a missile launcher system with homing missiles, this could be pretty cool. Just like get airborne, up everybody, and then just lock some missiles on and watch them blow up below you. Now, also, if we had 4 wheels, that would also be a little bit better than this 2-wheeled travesty. Let's even get over the water here in well-fell swoop. Can we lift over the water? There we go. Oh, nice. Self-destruction. I'm going to go to give that a thumbs up for the explosion. And a pretty cool little flip truck that we had there. Let's see what else we got here. We have a double van. We got Don't Believe Your Eyes. Oh, optical illusion thing. That's cool. I haven't seen anybody really do anything like that before. So this one's just not really a truck. It's just kind of a cool thing to look at. And try to get it lined up. It does look kind of like a optical illusion if you get it set just right. Got those bendy pipes making not a square, but like a seemingly impossible shape. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here on the market that people have made this week. That's a neat Ghost Rider motorcycle. Definitely liking that. And we got a cell phone. It's an old mechanical cell phone. It looks like they're playing Minecraft on it with the blocks. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, the Free Willy is pretty cool. We got a little whale tank going on. I like the teeth they did with the bumper grills. A lot of creativity you can put into this game, and with the more parts being released and stuff too, I keep seeing more and more different things. Here's a cool monster truck. And look, he used the buggy cabin on the bottom as like the suspension system. And it looks pretty neat. I mean, it looks kind of legit there, like it's part of the frame. Let's just see how fast we can go with these huge tires on it. Because I'm kind of skeptical you can really get this thing up to top speed, but no, it's moving pretty good with these big tires. It says in the description that you have to have like a heavy engine, but I think you just have to have an engine of any kind. And you can get these large wheels to haul ass. That's cool. It looks like one of those old traditional Ford Broncos with a pink, or coral, sorry, paint job. Because coral is way, way tougher than pink. Here's something cool. We got a stagecoach called Caretta made by Foxbat. Let's try this guy out real quick. Doesn't look like there's any weapons on board, but we do have dual cow power. And dual cow power is nothing to be scoffed at. We have, Betsy and Bernie, the cow here. And they are going to lead us to victory against this tank. Hello, tank. Your time is at an end. You will die horribly to my double cows. Ha! Take that 13 damage. And that 23. Prepare to give up at any time. Because my cows are a little overwhelming. They will take you down. And they will pop your tire if you do not give in to my demands. Just go ahead and give up at any time. Hit the surrender button. You know it's over, tank. I might have lost my cows there to your wheels, but you will not be able to thwart my next plan. I'm going to get a nice fully distanced, full throttled ram in with our secret engine in our chariot here. Or our stagecoach, I guess it is. And you will soon be destroyed, tank. Ha! Oh, that was my wheel. But but if we hit you again, you will be sorry. It's not over yet. This is simply a metal flesh wound. You are going down, Tank. Do you give up now? Do you want mercy, Tank? All right, mercy is granted. I see you were wary from your beating. Anyway, not a bad stagecoach there. But it is time to get back into the PvE action here and show off something cool I saw this week in PvE. These are the hardest escort missions. I noticed people using a new strategy. They're building these escort truck carriers, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, one of the things I noticed is you gotta have to kind of give them a little boost by pushing the truck into their creation here. And some seem to have built theirs better than others. This one here had a problem with a little crossbar on top, kind of getting in the way and keeping the truck up at an angle. But I thought it was a noble effort. But the next one I show off I think is a little bit better. But the nice thing about doing this is it allows you to control when the escort truck moves and how quickly and where it moves. Because usually the escort truck is ahead of you a lot of times when you're fighting enemies and it gets itself killed real quick, especially on the hard mode. So that was pretty ingenious. And then also just being on board another truck, it keeps you from taking any melee damage from these guys with the drills and augers and all that kind of stuff on their vehicles, saws. So you're protecting your escort truck against that. And in these PvE raids, you got a couple chances too with your lives, so you can just respawn if you end up getting blown up. Or the escort truck, once it's dead, it's over. So anyway, that was a pretty cool vehicle, but I think it just needed a little bit of adjustments for the crossbar on top. Here in this one, though, the guy I think did a little better job on his vehicle. Here it is. And he got his vehicle on there with my help, just pushing it on, and it stayed on there the entire game. Now, we didn't end up winning this match, but we got pretty far in, and on this particular escort mission, even getting it like 2/3 of the way or 3/4 of the way, you still make some pretty good copper for your for whatever you want to build in the shop. Some of the better epic weapons, some of the legendaries, you definitely need that copper and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show that off as just kind of something creative that I've noticed as a new trend. Anyway, this is the brand new Street Sweeper 4, and as you see, I've added wheels to it, taken off the tank tracks, and I put on the bigger cabin too, the truck cabin, that gives you 14 energy instead of 13. So with that, I was able to upgrade the machine gun to the Spectre instead of the Vector machine gun. And I'm leaving on those 2 Spitfire shotguns and the 2 Defender machine guns, as those do good damage and they're only 2 energy each. So I still got my 5 guns, but and I'm also still have the same top speed, using all wheels instead of the tank tracks. Basically let me get up to that same level of speed. It's just a little bit slower on acceleration, but I'm okay with that because I gained 800 more structural integrity. So now, you know, I'm over 3,000 again, structural integrity. So it makes this thing a real beast. The only thing I really got to watch out for on the Street Sweeper is that you just don't get long range down from somebody with a cannon who's waiting for you, as you really do the most damage up close and personal like this. But once you're up on somebody like this, you can pretty much take out their vehicle without any problem with the shotguns on this thing. And then with a little bit more heavy-duty machine gun too, it makes it real nice for long-distance fighting. And I put that armor shield in front of the suspension too, to keep that Spectre from getting peeled off by people's cannon fire. But bullets and stuff will still pass through the mount on top of the cabin, so it works out pretty nicely there. Let's see if we can get in here and take this guy out. He's kind of perched up on top. Alright, and we got Psycho 14. We can go ahead and take him out. Looks like he's been crippled over there. There we go. We got 3 kills so far. Let's back in here. Alright, we got to watch out for these augers, but we got those shotguns down low, so we can still pull out his parts. And if we can just get the flamethrower out of there before he strips my parts out. There we go. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and work on taking the base here. They still got one guy hiding somewhere out there. There he is. Looks like we'll probably win this by a victory instead of just taking the base. But anyway, this is another vehicle, not quite 8,000 power score, but with well over 3,000 structural integrity. And I've been unlocking more and more parts as I level up, which has been great for increasing my structural integrity, but it also means I have to get away from tank tracks and go full wheels basically for the extra weight that I need to hold on these vehicles. Paint tracks are great for going up the side of hills and going through water and stuff like that, but wheels really have the increased speed advantage and also the weight capacity advantage too. So I've been using those large wheels and then the double wheels too. And this little configuration with all turning, 4 up front, basically 2 wheels on each corner, has worked out really well. And people usually don't go for wheels when you have like 8 wheels or more, I've noticed too. This also, I got away from having to use the extra ammo packs and basically just using the better radiator to refresh my fire rate a little bit quicker. Seems to work pretty well. And then using an engine too to increase my top speed so I can actually chase these guys down has worked pretty nice too. So I'm pretty happy here with the Street Sweeper. I took off a little bit of the front ram guards and put on more armor basically on this guy. But it does seem to work pretty well. So let's see. Let's get around here and stop taking shots from these enemies, as they all seem to be firing the missiles directly at me. Alright, took another cannon shot there, but he is out. We got 2 kills already, and let's see, we still have our front shotgun, looks like one of our defenders, and then our Spectre machine gun on top. Alright, let's try to strip these guys' guns out. That's one of the things I like about the shotguns is you don't have to be precisely accurate to knock a person's gun off, so it works out pretty well. Looks like he's got those Gatlings too, up on top, and it looks like we got them all out. Sky Shark is helping us out too, and they are definitely down on the count right now. We got only 3 of them left, and only 1 person on our team's died so far. I'm definitely taking a ton of damage. Let's see if we can chase down this missile truck real quick and keep up on him and keep the fire. We can probably keep him from killing us. Crap, he's gonna hit us with missiles again, but we'll pick him up and throw him here in the corner. And now he's dead. I'll just trap him here. Smushed! Alright, that's 3 kills now. And it looks like we only have 2 more people to take. And I'm going to have to be a little more careful, though, because I've lost a lot of my guns. My top gun's gone now. I just have that shotgun, I think, left. Alright, he is down. And we got the victory. Very nice. One thing I have noticed, too, in the game lately is, in the splash screens, there's a picture of what looks like a hovercraft. I've seen that for a little bit, but I'm wondering if that hovercraft part is going to be maybe coming to us in the brand new update. So that is kind of exciting. I think maybe one of the new factions will be featuring hovercraft parts. But check it out for yourself. When you're loading into a game, you'll see a little splash screen that looks like one of the vehicles there is a hovercraft. There it is right there, that truck. So that might be something coming up in Crossout soon. I haven't seen any hovers before. I've seen people using some of the thrusters and stuff like that to pretty good effect, but never anything with a hovercraft on it yet. All right, so here, this is just another PvE match here. We're doing one of the normal mode defense raids. And a great way to earn copper and stuff like that. And usually if you get a couple guys, these defense raids seem to be the easiest missions, at least if you have a pretty decent vehicle. I recommend using something a little heavier armor, though. Don't bring your real lightweight nomad vehicles or ultralight lunatic vehicles, and usually go in something heavier build like this one works. Let's body slam this dude into destruction. He's dead. Take out the Screamer and this guy too. Very nice. Alright, we got the victory, and we got some more copper to build some more vehicles. I got a couple in mind. I want to build a long-range cannon truck. I'm probably going to get the epic shotgun next and try that out, so definitely tune back in if you want to see those. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you have down below, and thumbs up this video. And if you're new here and you like games like Crossout or Robocraft, definitely subscribe, and click the little bell too to get updates from the channel. Anyway, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you next time. Later!